In today's video, we're going to be going through how to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius and from Celsius to Kelvin. So this will be helpful for the conversion worksheet that was assigned to you recently. So first thing you'll want to be able to do is have these formulas out in front of you. So the top one is converting from Celsius to Fahrenheit. The one below that is converting from Fahrenheit to Celsius. And then the bottom two is either from Kelvin to Celsius or from Celsius to Kelvin. And you'll notice the temperature that kind of connects the two is the Celsius scale. So if you have something in Fahrenheit you need it to get to Kelvin, you're going to need to first put it into Celsius and then take it to Kelvin. All right, so I just have 3 example problems for you. This video probably won't be real long, but it'll give you a feel for how to use these formulas if you're struggling with it. So the first one is, how do you convert 65 degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius? And I've picked a formula out that looks like it would be helpful for me, and that formula is degrees in Fahrenheit minus 32 degrees divided by 1.8. And so basically I'm just going to throw that in my calculator here, that I have 65 degrees Fahrenheit, I should put the parentheses because that is important, 65 degrees Fahrenheit minus 32 degrees divided by 1.8. What does that equal out to be? It'd be about 18 degrees Celsius. So that would be the answer for that one. Right? So just basically just running numbers through your calculator, putting in the correct formula, not too bad. The next one is going from 2 degrees, I'm supposed to say Celsius, to Kelvin. 2 degrees Celsius to Kelvin. How do you do that? Well, I picked a formula out from my list, and this one looks pretty good. That basically, if you have degrees Celsius, you just add 273.15, and so I'll just take 2 plus 273.15, and what does that equal? 275.15. I probably don't even need a calculator for that one, but if you do, help yourself to it. And the last example is a little bit tougher. Probably the hardest piece I could ask of you, or hardest problem I could ask you, is taking degrees Fahrenheit and moving it to Kelvin. And so that's going to involve 2 formulas. The first one that involves is getting that Fahrenheit temperature into degrees Celsius. And the second formula is taking that degrees Celsius and turning it into Kelvin. So to do the first one, I have 34 degrees Fahrenheit minus 32 divided by 1.8, and that gets me 1.1 degrees Celsius. And then basically to that answer, I'm just going to add, because now I'm down the second formula, I'm just going to add 273.15 plus 273.15. What does that equal? 274 rounded, okay, about 274 degrees Kelvin. And so basically all these problems, you're just running them through your calculator. The biggest issue I could see is that you may forget to put your parentheses in, and that'll give you a different answer, because you have to do that subtraction problem first before you can divide it by 1.8. So just make sure you're doing that, but otherwise this shouldn't be too bad. If you have any other questions, just feel free to email me or ask me in class. We'll see you in the next video.